Darkness comes for everyone. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't care about your plans. It shows up anyway. Sometimes it's external. Storms, loss, chaos. Sometimes it's internal. Fear, doubt, despair. But darkness is not the end. It is the space where light can begin. The Stoics taught us, light is not given, it is created. It is forged. It is chosen. You don't wait for the world to brighten. You become the brightening. When everything feels cold, you bring warmth. When everything seems silent, you speak truth. When everything is broken, you build. Being a light means standing when others sit, speaking when others are silent, believing when others doubt. Light is not about being perfect. It is about being present, about choosing courage over comfort, action over apathy. You don't need a crowd to shine. You don't need applause to glow. Light is not for show. It is for guidance. The Stoics knew the world will get darker before it gets lighter, that storms will rage, that pain will hit, that fear will rise. But they also knew, in the darkest moment, one small light can change everything. A candle, a single torch, a steady flame. You can be that light, not by ignoring the darkness, but by refusing to be consumed by it. You accept the night, but you hold the flame. You understand the darkness, but you do not live in it. Light comes from within, from your choices, from your mindset, from your refusal to surrender. You don't need grand gestures, small, consistent acts, quiet kindnesses, steady discipline, unwavering faith. These create light that endures. When others despair, you hope. When others quit, you persist. When others attack, you defend with calm. This is the power of inner light. It is not loud. It does not demand attention. It simply is. And because it is, it guides, it inspires, it transforms. The world will always try to pull you into darkness, with negativity, with distraction, with cynicism. But you decide where you dwell, in bitterness or brightness, in fear or faith, in chaos or calm. Becoming a light means taking responsibility for your energy, for your thoughts, for your actions. It means understanding your power and your limits. You cannot light the whole world, but you can light your corner, your family, your work, your daily life, and that is enough. Light does not compete. It does not dim others. It does not seek to outshine. It shares. It uplifts. It nurtures. The Stoics remind us, the sun does not compete with the stars. Each has its role. Each has its time. Your light, no matter how small, is meaningful, is necessary, is sacred. You become a light when you stop blaming, when you stop waiting, when you stop fearing. You begin by lighting your own mind, clearing the fog of doubt, cutting through the noise of despair. Then you let that light spill out into your words, into your work, into your relationships. Others will notice, some will resist, some will follow, some will ask for help. And that is your call, to be steady, to be patient, to be kind, to know that light takes time, to grow, to warm, to heal. In darkness, the smallest spark is the most powerful force. You don't have to be a hero. You only need to be consistent. Show up every day. Choose hope. Choose peace. Choose light. This is how you resist. This is how you rebuild. This is how you rise. Because light is not just illumination. It is transformation. It changes the space around it. It changes the heart that holds it. You become a light when you master yourself, when you master your mind, when you master your emotions. When you control your inner world, you control your outer impact. The darkness cannot touch your flame unless you let it. So protect it, feed it, grow it. Be mindful of what you consume, what you think, what you say. All either feed the light or fuel the dark. Be selective, be intentional. This is your sacred duty to yourself, to those you depend on, to the world, because light is hope made visible, strength made tangible, love made action. You do not have to change the whole world, just your part of it, and sometimes that is enough to start a revolution of kindness, a revolution of calm, a revolution of courage. And it begins with one person, one choice, one light. Let that light shine, bright, steady, unstoppable, even in the darkest night, because the night cannot win, not if you refuse to let it. You were made to be a light, not a shadow, a beacon, not a burden. Rise up, shine, and lead. The darkness is waiting, but so is your light. Choose which one wins. Being a light is not easy. It asks you to show up even when you feel unseen. It asks you to stand tall when the world leans on you. It asks you to carry hope when everything around feels hopeless. The Stoics understood this. They knew the burden of light, but they also knew the power of it. Light requires courage because it exposes you. It makes you vulnerable. It forces you to face your own flaws. But without light, darkness swallows everything. Fear grows. despair spreads. You have to be willing to walk alone, sometimes for a long time. When others choose shadow, you choose shine. This is not about vanity or ego. It is about responsibility. You are part of the world's healing. You are part of its awakening. Your small actions ripple, even if you cannot see it now. Kindness in a harsh world. Patience in a world of rage. Calm in a world of chaos. These are acts of light. The Stoics remind us, the universe is in